Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I just came up from upstairs from doing a half an hour run on my treadmill. Yes, I'm all sweaty and gross, but that's great. I finished my Esther's Wave this morning. I did that before I went for my run. I'm going to turn you around so you can see it. So guys, that is her. Esther's Wave for the month of May is done. See if we can get in close. Those are the two bands that I worked on this month. Those are the two bands from April and March and February. So that's it, folks. Next I'm moving on to the learning sampler. Hi guys, I'm all cleaned and showered up. Yes, I have my lovely turbo, I don't know what it's called. It's a wrap you put on your head. It's not a cotton cloth. It's some kind of microfiber thingy, and it lets all the water soak up into it. So then when you take it off, your hair is almost dry. Anyway, need to know, huh? My husband has just gone off to get water. He is on 3 different medications right now. 2 of those medications he can't drive. Sorry, I'm fixing it. 2 of those medications he can't drive because it makes him drowsy and dizzy. So he's going to get water now before he takes those medications. And yeah, what our original plans were for this weekend is, and it's a weekend, I know it's Friday, but the kids don't have school today because they have a thing called Family Fridays, and it's where they basically have a Friday off every now and again. And then on Monday it is Victoria Day, and so they don't have school then. We were going to go camping, but with all the evacuees needing a place to live, the campgrounds were the best place for them when they had campers, you know. And so many of the places in this area canceled the reservations that people had made previous to the fire, and lots of them gave up their spots for the evacuees so that they had a place to live. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to set up the camper here in the yard and let the girls have a camp out in the yard. We can't have a fire or anything because there's a fire ban, but we can still make it fun and sleep in the camper, and that should be fun. So my husband just went to go lie down. The kids are playing here quietly, and I want to show you guys something and share with you something. I'm going to turn you around so that you guys can see it properly, and then I'll talk about it. So do you guys remember this chart that I bought? I mentioned it a couple days ago. Well, I've been searching for a hand-dyed fabric that I can stitch her on. And this is from Pinky the Pink on Etsy. And so I was looking at Chromatic Alchemy's fabric because many of my girlfriends adore her fabrics. And so I decided to go and join her group and check out her fabrics. And I had a bunch of fabrics picked out. But this is the one that I picked. Now, of course, it's not coming out in real life. So I was going to order that one, but then I woke up this morning to find out that one of my dear friends had raked it to me. Now, she knows who she is. She's a very special lady in my life. She lives in the UK, and she is a true fan of Sam's and her fabric. But she is also I'm very blessed to have her as a friend as well. And I can't even express my gratefulness and my gratitude towards her. So I'm going to have a new start, guys. Sometime at the end of the year, I will have a new start. guys, I am stitching on my learning sampler. I am doing my 11th band. And what I'm doing here is I'm doing the race stitch, which is done with one thread. But then there are cross stitches, which are done with two threads. But rather than doing them separately, I go ahead and I went ahead and I did the race stitch, the upright race stitch it's called. But then with that one strand, rather than, you know, stopping and starting again with two strands, you just do the cross stitch twice. So you just make the leg over twice to make it look like it has two strands, even though you're only working with one strand. And then if I had enough, see, I have to end this now, but if I had enough thread, then I could continue and do the race stitch that goes here. And then there's a race stitch that goes here, and then there's a race stitch that goes there. But yeah, you don't have to rethread and start and stop with different threads. You just use the one strand and do your specialty stitches, and then because there's only a couple of cross stitches in the middle of those, then you just kind of go over it twice to make your cross stitch. You guys, it is 5:45 p.m. and I am still trying to upload my vlog from yesterday. It is not going well today, so I am sorry about the delay in the uploading, but sometimes these things are just out of your control. I hope this time it works. So, fourth time is a charm, hopefully. I uploaded the vlog and I use Filmora editing software, which I love. I love the process of editing that way with that program. And I use their music. I try using their music, but every time I use their music, I upload it onto YouTube and YouTube puts a strike against the music, saying this is copyright. But I put in the description box that the music is provided by Filmora editing software, which I have a license for. But still I get a strike. And of course, sorry, I'm itchy. And of course you can get the strike taken away from you by putting in a dispute, but that dispute takes a month. So I've had to go back, take out the Filmora music that I used, and put in another royalty-free music. And so now I'm uploading it again. Even though this last time it did work, I want to be able to show it to you guys, because like now, not a month from now. So that's what I'm doing. It's so frustrating. Anyway. Hey, did I show you guys? I'll show you. That's all I've got done today. Remember I showed you how to do this with just one strand and do the cross stitches twice? So now I learned how to do a heart. So I will show you guys how to do the race stitches and the heart stitches tomorrow when I go back to this. I'm going to work on my last night for my fibrolicious butterfly, so I'll show you that. What do you want? You want me to put a ponytail there? Okay, so I gotta go help Isabel, and I'll chat at you guys later. Okay guys, I'm here to say goodnight. It is just past 11 o'clock, and I'm going to go to bed now. I've been stitching on my fibrolicious butterfly, and I finished my 5 days of working on it. I'm just going to turn you around and show you. So that is what I got done in the 5 days. I'm not sure if you remember what it looked like before, but it was up to here done. So I did all this over here, this, and all that in the 5 days. So that's it for today. Like I said, I had a big stitchy day today because My husband was sick and it was raining all day, and so we didn't really leave the house. And the kids played and watched movies, and yeah, so that's pretty much a homebody day. I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow, but seeing I think this vlog is going to be pretty short, I found a way to get my footage of our holidays that we took in Banff. I lost some of that footage that I wanted to show you guys. I got it back. I found out how to get it back, so I might add on a few clips of that trip. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
So we've come upon caveman. Still in ice. And he has a coffee. Freaky. Hockey sticks. Here we are in the sports section with the medals and the Stanley Cups. We're now in the sports neighborhood with a kayak up in the ceiling.